Hi, Roberta here. This journal I'm really excited about. I used a kit, which I've never done before. I purchased the Cottage Garden kit from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, but I also had some elements that I had downloaded as a freebie a while back. And one is the Swallowtail Summer, and those are little journal cards, and I think I made them smaller than they actually were. And then something called Rose Garden, and I used a couple of those elements too. And I'll try to point those out to you when we get to them. The journal is 7.5 inches by 4 3/4 with a 1.5 inch spine and 2 signatures. This is something that I struggle with, to be quite honest, getting those signatures in there just so. And this was no exception, but I managed. It wasn't too painful. The cover is from the kit, obviously some flat back pearls. This here I found at Joann's the other day on clearance. They have those clearance bins that are always like hidden way in the back near the fabric in most of the stores. And they have these. They're by Anna Griffin, and they're collage elements. They had one set in silver and one set in gold, and they were marked $1.97, but I almost think I remember when I got to the register they were a tiny bit cheaper. So some of them are corner pieces like this. I think there are 4 of those, and some of them are just flourishes, etc., and they were pretty neat. Then I found these packages in the same bin, also Anna Griffith, and they say that they make 16 what do they call it? 16 decoupage flowers. So I got the pansies because that was my mom's favorite flower. And I got the roses because who doesn't like roses? And then this one, which based on the cover made me think that all of the flowers looked like that, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I opened it, and as you can see on the cover here, they're not all the same, so that was kind of neat. Some had stems, some just had one leaf. What I thought was interesting though was that it said it makes 16 decoupage flowers. So I don't know if they're assuming that you're going to layer them, but as you can see, there are about 15 sheets in here with 4 on a sheet. Now, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but 15 times 4 is not 16. So I don't know, like I said, if they're assuming that each sheet is supposed to make a layered flower, but I wouldn't do it that way unless I had a really large journal cover. So I think I really got some bang for my buck there. All right, I just used an organza ribbon as a closure with some eyelets, and that works just fine for me. The inside is also from the kit, and this pocket comes with the kit as well, and all of the things inside the pocket come with the kit. So there's just a variety of little cards, and I distressed them on the back or tea dyed them or coffee dyed them rather, or sprayed them with coffee. Well, there we go. Okay, so those are really pretty, and they certainly go nicely with my flowers on the cover, I thought. So, unless I say otherwise, they're pages from the kit, and a doily tuck spot with a tag that I made myself. And of course there's coffee dyed paper interspersed, but everything you see that looks especially pretty, that's from the kit. And a book page. A tuck spot using an element from the kit with a little flip, which I stamped. And this I do not think is Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This is something I had in my stash, and I've had it for a while. This is that Swallowtail Summer that I mentioned, only I shrunk them down to half the size. So they are sort of a typical small Project Life card size. What is that, 3x4 I think? I also took some of the pages from the kit and shrunk them down to use to embellish envelopes and things like that. So this is just half of an envelope, and that's a page from the kit shrunken down. Here's a tag that I had in my stash, and here's a journal card that I made using the lines with the corrugated cardboard and some paper that I had in my stash and a corner punch. This is a little tuck spot that I made. I did a video a while back called Rainy Day Crafting, and I think I made that then. This is a postcard that I found in my stash. No idea where it came from. And just some extra journaling papers, and I punched that with my new Martha Stewart butterfly punch. This is just some lined paper that I printed off myself, did a little stamping, made another one of these little extra journal spots. This is more paper from the kit, but what I did was I fussy cut just the flowers out and glued them on here, and it looks like I need to glue that one back down. I did a little butterfly hangtail in the middle. This comes with the kit. I just love these things, except for when I can't figure out how to get them back together. And it comes with, I think it came with more than that. I think my printer goofed up on one of these. I think it came with 3 of the squares with the circle inside and 2 or 3 of these little cards. But they're really cute. And I'm not even going to embarrass myself by trying to put that together in front of you. It's just a really pretty kit. Really pretty. Nice colors. And here's another shrunk down page and the other half of that envelope. And another extra journal spot that I made. And a little tag. This is those Studio G tags that come in a pad. I don't even think I've seen them in the stores recently. Joann's always used to have them. You could get them for like 99 cents. And I just put a file card on the back to give it some lines. For the book page, more coffee dyed paper. All right, some of the, I probably should mention, like this is from the kit, but then I ran it through my printer again and just put some lines on it. The other half of the doily. This is also that swallowtail set from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and another tag, and I just took again some of the elements and fussy cut them out and glued them on. I love the colors in here. A little bit of pink, but I really love the greens and the peaches and oranges together. And another tag that I made myself. I found a package of the Recollections white flowers. I've been wanting to get the white for a while because when I buy the colors, they never seem to be the right colors for me. So I got the white, got it on sale, got it with a coupon, and then what I do is I take them and I coffee dye them and I dip them in watered down paint and so on. So now I have some colors that really will work for me. Sometimes the colors are just too bright. On this book page here, the only reason I put this little element here was because it had the author's name, and I really didn't want that. It wasn't truly a vintage book, and so I just covered it up. I found this stamp in the $1.99 bin at Michael's the other day. I think it's supposed to be sort of a vintage ruler or yardstick or whatever. Anyway, it's really kind of cute, and it's narrow, so it fits in a lot of places, which I thought was neat. Here's another, oh, this is a paper bag. This, I'm not sure what this element is or where I got it. It might be Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and for some reason it printed out a little fuzzy. Still pretty, but printed out fuzzy. And another tag that I made just using a file card and that Martha Stewart butterfly punch. Just a little corner tuck, also using the paper from the pad. Here's another one of those cards that I printed out. And just another extra paper journaling spot. There's another folded in half paper with side pockets. Another little postcard again. I think these were a larger size and I must have shrunk them down. And this is an extra journal spot that has a stamp on it, which was not in the $1.99 bin, but I got it at Joann's, and I think I had a coupon. I hardly ever buy anything unless I have a coupon. It's kind of my unwritten rule. So it just gives you a little extra journaling space, little edge punching, and again some elements from the kit that I sort of shrunk down and used to embellish. Okay, here's another tuck spot that I made, another one of those little postcards, just a coffee dyed file card with a very little bit of stamping on it to use for journaling. This was another one of those postcards that I'm not sure where they came from, the other side of the bag, which I turned into a tuck spot. Another one of the Ephemera's Vintage Garden swallowtail. This was a really cute stamp also that I found in the Michael's $1.50 bin. It says London Transport County Buses, so I guess it's supposed to be a bus ticket. Anyway, I thought it was kind of cute and definitely vintagey looking. Another element from the kit, actually the cover to the book just shrunk down. And a book page and some more coffee dyed paper, some of it lined. To make the lined paper, all I do is I make this in Microsoft Word, and I just make a bunch of lines, either single spaced, 1.5 spaced, sometimes double spaced, depending on what I'm doing. And then I set the color as if it were the print. And in this case, I set the color to gray, and I print off bunches of these and just have them. And then a couple of pages down, you see I've got one where the spacing is a little closer together, and this time I set it to red, probably because I was working on a journal where red was kind of the color. And I just threw them both in here. Didn't seem to matter. Another book page pocket with a cutout part of the kit for embellishments. And another one of those cards. Not really sure where that little doohickey came from, someplace. And just another one of those fold-outs for extra journaling space. So that is the journal. Like I said, I'm very excited about it. I've never used a kit before. A couple of years ago, I purchased one of Ephemera's Vintage Garden kits and was not able to use it because of the software that I had. My computer was old and having issues, so I bought it and could never use it. So I bought some new ones, and I'm really excited about them. And I also picked up, but have not used yet, one from Tsunami Rose because she was having a summer sale, and all of her kits and everything were, I think, $2.50 each, and that seemed like a bargain to me. Now I have to find a bargain in ink. If anybody has some great bargains of where to find HP ink cheaply, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I forgot to mention, I was so excited the other night when I got onto YouTube and saw that I had not just 50 subscribers, but I think I was up to 55 or 56, and I promised a giveaway, and I don't break my promises. I tend to be a little flaky with deadlines, but I don't break my promises. So I will come up with a journal and some other goodies for a giveaway, and I'll post a video as soon as I get that done. School starts for me next week, so time's going to be tight, but I will do that soon, and by all means keep watching, keep subscribing, because before you know it, I'll be up to 100 maybe, and I'll do another giveaway. Thank you so much for watching.